Welcome to 15 Minutes with Dad. I want to start with gratitude because this year has been incredible. You helped this fatherhood podcast reach over 403 cities and 57 countries around the world. Listeners tune in from the United States, the UK, Singapore, and Australia, all over the globe. Your engagement, your shares, and your presence push this mission forward. You made this community a space for growth insights, emotional healing, and stronger parenting frameworks. As we enter the holiday season, there are a few ways to help keep this impact growing. Pick up my book, Man Up From Our Trauma to Being Impactful Fathers, for a father who wants mental peace, healthier habits, and stronger leadership at home. You can find it by searching on Amazon.com or visiting 15minuteswithdad.com/manup. Please take a second to go and rate and review the show. When you do this, you help us reach a broader audience that can benefit from our content as well. You could even post a reflection on social media and tag at 15 Minutes with Dad. I love to see those, and I read every single one and respond. So thank you for being a part of something meaningful. Enjoy the episode. Welcome back to the Aligned Father. If you have been walking with me through this series, you already know this is not about shaming men or putting down another brother. It's about freeing them, freeing us. And today's episode is called Unlearning Manhood. Because before we can become the fathers our families need and the men our families need, we have to question the version of manhood we've been handed. Most of us did not choose our definition of manhood. We inherited it. And from our fathers, from our uncles, from our coaches, our teachers, our culture, society, our religion, and survival. Some of those lessons helped us survive, but many of them are quietly hurting the homes that we are building. So let's get deeper into this topic. Many of us were raised with the same unspoken rules about what a man is. Men do not cry. Men handle things alone. Men provide, even if it costs them their health. Men suppress fear, sadness, and doubt. Men are strong when they are silent. That version of manhood was built for survival, not connection, not emotional leadership, not modern fatherhood. For a long time, this worked in a world where men were expected to be absent from the emotional life of the home. But we do not live in that world anymore. Our kids need presence, our partners need partnership, and our families need emotional safety. And the old version of manhood does not know how to give that. And here we are. Unexamined manhood, it shows up in our parenting. We lecture instead of listening. We correct instead of connect. We fix instead of feel, and we withdraw instead of communicate. We believe authority comes from various forms of control and not trust. We also believe that giving discipline means punishment and not necessarily teaching. And we believe that love is proven through sacrifice and not presence. And when our kids push back, when our teens struggle, when our partners ask for more emotional connection, we feel threatened at most times because no one taught us how to lead emotionally. This is not a failure of character. This is just a lack of tools. And when we do not unlearn those outdated manhood ideals, it cost us. It cost us the connection that we could have had with our kids, the intimacy that we could have had with our partners. It also cost us our mental health. It cost us peace. This thing that we go to women and say, I want you to be my peace. Research from American Psychological Association shows that men are far less likely to seek emotional support and far more likely to suppress distress. That suppression does not disappear. It shows up again and again as anger, withdrawal, anxiety, overworking, and emotional shutdown. So close your eyes and picture this moment. In your head, when a man is feeling the stresses of home, he goes to a nearby bar, talks to the bartender, and he drinks. Or picture this: when a man isn't happy at home or feeling appreciated, he goes to find an escort or a woman or he goes to a place and a person just talks to him and say, "Hey, I like the person that you are just the way you are." We find ourselves being locked in and addicted to that and suppressing the actual reason why our families are failing. And it's simply just leading emotionally. And some of us may think like, oh yeah, my wife can do that. Like, women are emotional. She's better at that. But you not being good at that costs you. Our families feel it. Our children feel it. Even when we never say a word. Our silence, it teaches. Our avoidance and emotional distance, all that teaches. And our kids are always learning that from us. So when I say unlearning manhood, what do I mean? Here are some beliefs that many of us have to let go. First one, that being strong means being unbreakable. That vulnerability makes you weak. Or leadership means control, or your worth is tied to productivity, and rest is laziness, or emotions are dangerous. These beliefs were survival strategy, but survival is not the same as living. Survival is not the same as living. And when I'm talking about emotions and unlearning manhood, I am not talking about you becoming passive. It means you are becoming conscious of your feelings and conscious of how you're feeling and being able to exchange words that describe those things. It means choosing a better form of alignment over your conditioning with the family structure, alignment with the family structure. Healthy manhood looks different than what we were taught. Completely different. I'll explain. It looks more like emotional regulation and not emotional suppression, or accountability instead of domination. It looks like listening without having the need to fix, or admitting when you're wrong, or asking for help without shame. Healthy manhood is steady, not loud, fragile, and defensive. It is a father who can sit with his child's feelings without trying to control them, or a partner who can hear discomfort in their relationship without shutting down. And it's also a man who leads himself first. That is strength. And your children are watching how you handle stress, mistakes, conflict, and how you handle your emotions. They will not do what you say, but they will do what you model. And if you suppress your feelings, they will suppress theirs. They will explode. They will fear emotions, withdraw, and they will learn how to distance themselves in that teenage years. But if you model calm, reflection, and emotional honesty, you give them the permission to be human. So unlearning manhood is not about you losing power. It's about your children gaining safety, your partner gaining safety. So how do we do that without burning everything down in our life? And it's about the small intentional shifts. So the first thing I would ask you to do is to kind of start noticing your reactions. Ask yourself, where did these feelings came from? Where did these feelings come from? And practice naming your feelings out loud, even the simple ones. And if something happened with the kids, like slow down before correcting them. Connect first, then teach second. Rest. Let your kids see you rest. Let them see you apologize to your partner. Let them see you reflect on things that you've done and maybe you did it wrong and you're reflecting and coming back and fixing that. Those are not signs of weaknesses. Those are like actual leadership, servant leadership. So, brother, you were not broken. You were trained. And believe it or not, training can be updated. You have time to figure this thing out. Unlearning manhood is one of the bravest things a father can do, not just for himself, but for his children, for his partner, and for generations that follow. When you think of unlearning, it's not forgetting. It's letting go of the things that you thought you knew about the subject and relearning other concepts that would apply to that. So this is what the Aligned Father series is about: awareness, taking responsibility, and healing. And most of all, choosing a version of manhood that creates peace instead of pressure. So stay with me. We are not tearing men down. We are rebuilding them. We're rebuilding us. Thank you for listening and for helping 15 Minutes with Dad grow across 403 cities and 57 countries. That's wild. Your support built a global space for family empowerment, co-parenting tips, empathetic parenting, and personal insights for men who want to lead with presence in their family. If this episode helped you, rate the show. Share what you've tried and how it shaped your week. Tag at 15 Minutes with Dad on any social media platforms so we can highlight your growth and keep building this parenting community. During the holiday season, make sure you pick up Man Up: From Our Trauma to Being Impactful Fathers. It's available on Amazon, or you can go and find it at 15minuteswithdad.com/man up for yourself or for someone who wants emotional strength and direction to work through their trauma to be an impactful father. Your support keeps this movement alive. So I'll see you on the next episode.